Hello everyone, welcome back to the Kata's Tail Inn. What I wanted to do is go ahead and do the midnight chat between Shimeen and Shima for day 3. So I jumped ahead a little bit to the middle of the night on day 3 when they're sitting here drinking tea. Let's go ahead and have this little talk with them just so that we can... I just wanted to do this ahead of time so I don't need to worry about getting it done later, and we can go back to focusing on what we're doing at the end of day 3 and the other run of the game. So let's go ahead and talk more about adventures. Let's tell about how we came to Spielberg.
Even reaching the town must have been quite an adventure for you. The mountainous area near Spielberg is most dangerous if one does not travel in a guarded caravan. Indeed, that remote region was ideal terrain for brigands planning ambushes. During the colder months, avalanches are common and the paths are blocked by snow. In warmer months, monsters that reside in the forest during winter return to their habitual territory in the mountains.
Okay. And we asked Shimeen and Shima about how and why they came to Spielberg.
When Shimeen first spoke of heading north, I did not know how to react. I have always been much more of a homemaker than an adventurer. The thought of leaving our home behind, not knowing where we were going or when we would return, frightened me. However, that could not surpass the anxiety I would feel if Shimeen traveled alone, leaving me here worrying for him, so I decided to go with him.
Aww.
Over the past year, despite the excitement of seeing new lands and cultures, I have felt the pangs of homesickness quite often, but I have never felt regret being by Shimeen's side.
Aww. Alright, so we've already talked to them about this. Bottoms up. And the usual, let's have a drink to our homeland.
May it have many more adventures in store for you and much good fortune in store for all of us.
And then you spend a short time making small talk. Isn't that what we just did? Didn't we just already have small talk? Anyway, so there you go. That's the midnight conversation for day 3. Or, well, the third midnight conversation. They're not actually associated with specific days. They just happen in sequential order. So let's go ahead now and go back to the main track of the game where we had just listened to the poet Omar speak. What I'm going to go ahead and do is not what I was originally planning to do. I was originally just planning to leave Sweeping Sir James for another day because my stats are so low, but what I'm going to go ahead and do instead is try to sleep until evening. And it was already almost evening, so that's not really going to net me a lot in terms of stats. I have only 19 health points. That's pretty darn low. But let's see what we can do. Let's see if we can take this guy. So what I need to do is go back to WIT and look at the graffiti. And now the only graffiti you can get is the one about the Dark Story Path, because all the other ones have been fulfilled. Somehow the graffiti knows where we've already met Sweeping Sir James and will not reveal the text relating to other locations if you've already killed him there. Or not killed him there, but wounded him there. Because he always runs away when he's down to 1 pixel of health. So what you need to do is follow this Tark of Stars as if you're going to see the astrologer, but then when you hit Sharky Darb, just go down Sharky Darb, and then turn around and come back. And then right here at this intersection is where you'll run into him. So I'll go ahead and save as James 4. This will be the last time we have to run into him, assuming we beat him. And like I said, my health is quite low. And during this final encounter, he is relatively tough. But I did manage to beat him before when I tried it in practice, so it's really... What I really need to do is not do something stupid like walk right into him. It's really all about timing. See, there you go. If you can get the timing right... crud. Basically, my health is low enough that I can only stand to take 3 hits. I did beat him before, though, when I was actually practicing before this video. I did manage to do it. It's really just that you shouldn't walk into him stupidly like I did when I started the last fight. And you also shouldn't... Crud, he keeps dodging. Okay, I'm going to let him come to me. Oh, shoot. No, don't do that, because he has magical ability. It's going to... Oh, come on. Alright, so far so good. Arg! He had Zap cast on his sword that time. If he hadn't cast the Zap spell, I would have survived that. I really should just leave this for another time and just go ahead and go to sleep or something and just try this fight another day, but I really just want to get this out of the way so I don't need to worry about this guy anymore. And I realized that if I didn't have the game difficulty skill level set all the way down to the bottom, I wouldn't even be able to contemplate doing this with so little health. So I know this is sort of cheesy and kind of cheesing the fight, but come on. He's almost dead. Alright. There we go. Alright, so we got him with 6 health points left. Wow. Oh boy. Alright. The Brigand is finally down for good. You wonder how Brigand ended up in the city in the first place. Yeah, other than this, I don't think there's any combat in the city of Shapir. In the original Quest for Glory 2, there wasn't any combat in the streets at all, but in the remake, they implemented this fighting with Sweeping Sir James. So you can search him. He doesn't seem to have any cash on him. You do, however, find a small book in one of his pockets. If the first page of the book is to be believed, the Brigand's name is Sweeping Sir James. The name has somewhat of a familiar ring to you. The book itself is labeled Warrior's Diary. You decide to keep it and use it for your own notes. Great. Okay, let's go ahead and... Oh, I hit the 50 game limit. Adventure Game Studio has an inherent, I believe it's 50 save slot limit. It's not really a limitation of the remake per se, so much as just a remake of the Adventure Game Studio engine that they used to make the game. So, what the heck, I'll go ahead and just overwrite from the bottom. I'll overwrite started game, and I'll save it as Warrior's Diary. Okay, now that we have the diary, let's go ahead and take a look at it. The Warrior's Diary contains your recorded experiences during battle. Oh, I guess I need to click it on myself. There we go. Click it on yourself and you see your stats. So you can't go back because this is the first page, but this is your max health points, your attack and defense stats. Escaped. Oh, I guess I've run away from 0 fights. I guess that's a good thing. Won 24 fights. Rope walking. Lost 3 times. Won 3 times. And won't do any more rope walking because Aggie the Agile won't show up anymore. Training's lost 6. I guess that's when I run out of stamina when training with Uhura. And here you can see the information for basic enemies that you might face. So here's your basic Brigand. It looks like I've killed only 1 of them. Jackalmen, I've killed 10 of them. Wow. Desert Scorpion, yeah. Oh, it gives you Uhura's stats. She has 180 HP. It's quite a bit. I guess I've won against her 9 times and lost to her 6 times. It's not too bad. Alright, and here's Sweeping Sir James. So this gives you his basic stats. And the reason why it says 60 or 120, 3 or 4, all these ors, is because he'll have different stats depending on where and when you meet him. But yeah, he's dead now, so we won't run into him anymore. This is the last page. Okay, so obviously as you continue playing the game and defeat more monsters and do more things, this book will fill out, and you'll have additional pages for monsters that you kill. I'm not going to habitually reference this book during this Let's Play. I'm really just showing off how you can get it and what it looks like inside, but if you really want to record your progress in that book, obviously you should play the game yourself. Alright, so let's see. So the night is still on day 3. Was there anything else I wanted to do? I guess not. Most of the city is closed up by now. Let's just go back to the Kata's Tail Inn and sleep for the night. Sleep until morning. Alright, we awaken much refreshed as the sun begins to rise.
Hero friend, a most strange fire has been seen outside the inn. Take care as you leave.
What's this about? A fire outside the inn? Huh? It's interesting. Hi, Shima.
The kata merchants could not set up in the plaza outside because of the fire this morning.
What fire? Uh-oh. Well, first of all, let's thank her. But let's ask her about this, You ask her about daily news and she doesn't even have anything to say about the fire? Come on. Alright, can I type in fire?
Kata are very wary of flames.
Yeah, okay, but... Alright, whatever. Bye, Shima. You seriously don't have anything else to say about a fire that allegedly... Alright, we had breakfast. That was at least fairly non-eventful. Hey, Shamin. What's this about... Crud. You have nothing else to say about the fire?
Abdullah's the one to ask about that.
Well, he's not here. Abdullah's not here, so what do you want me to do? Alright, goodbye. Is there going to be a fire out here? Oh, there's no fire, but Alichika's stand looks a little bit different.
Fire sale today. I sell you real wood burned by real fire elemental. Be the first on your block to own this.
Hey, Alichika. It's impolite to shout, get closer if you wish to talk to someone. Why don't you just automatically walk the character closer? Hey, Alichika. Yeah, souvenir stand. Alright, make purchase.
Sorry, boss. All I got is a bunch of burnt wood.
All right. Well, can I buy the wood? That's a good. What do you mean that's a good story? Why don't you sell me some wood? You would not want it. Then why are you selling it? He got wood, but then he doesn't want to give me any. Well, that is a shame. All right, I'll just say goodbye then. Goodbye, Lichika. What do you mean you don't like a big deal when you see it? You have nothing but wood, and then you didn't want to sell any to me when I tried to buy it. Oh my goodness. Illogical. All right, let's go ahead and save the game as Alichika got wood. Yes, he did. All right, I guess that's enough for now. We witnessed the somewhat alteration of the gate plaza here. Apparently there's a fire that happened recently, and we got the Warrior's Diary, so that was a pretty good video. All right, thanks for watching, everyone. I'll see you next time. Bye for now.